Just leave me to do my dark bidding on the internet.
It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
And welcome to another special episode of Two Brothers.
Two brothers.
And a black guy. We out here, bro.
Guys, it's the zombie apocalypse right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but we've been indoors for quite a while.
You really gonna begin it like that?
Well, it's the truth.
Yeah, it is.
There's a pandemic going on, and who knows if there's zombies out there because we've been sheltered indoors since the last time Maurice has been here. So
All right.
There's no zombies. We're fine. You just had to start the episode.
But
All right.
I think a great topic, very topical topic, is talking about The Walking Dead, a show that I think is near and dear to all of our hearts.
Yep.
At least at one point. And since the new season has come out and everything, and we haven't watched it, let's talk about The Walking Dead.
All right.
We're gonna do a retrospective because we have a lot of thoughts. I know I do. I know Maurice does, and I know Edgar does.
So yeah.
So for any fans out there who's listening, don't hate us.
Don't hate us.
This is just our opinion. This is
our
just what we
opinion.
think. You're more than glad to, enjoy the show, I guess. So let's get into it.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, got our talking points here. No way out here. So, first point, and we'll figure out where we're going in a second. First point, what is your favorite episode of The Walking Dead? And if you can't remember a specific episode, what is your favorite season and why? So should we start with you and then go that way, or what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
With
it.
me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think me and Edgar might have the same episode in mind. I'm not
Okay.
sure, but mine's is the introduction of Negan. I think that has to be my favorite episode.
Same
Y'all
here.
can't see it. Wait, were you shaking your head like a yes?
Yeah,
Is this
like
a
a-
disapproving?
Okay, this is
No,
approving.
like you motherfucker. Yeah.
This is
it's like-
approving.
Should we
Okay.
both talk about it then?
No. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll
Alright,
have my 2 cents on it. So.
Well, at least in my opinion, I think this was by far my favorite episode of The Walking Dead. I was not too, and I'm still not too familiar with the comics books. Like, I haven't read too much of it. But I do know about Negan. And when I heard about what Negan does in the comic books, I think we're probably like around season 4, maybe season 3.
What do you mean?
Because this is when I discovered
Oh, okay.
what
Okay.
Negan
okay.
had done
okay.
in the comics.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna wait for. Like, if they can pull this off, like they did in the comic books, I'm in love with this fucking show. And they did. And everything from the beginning all the way to the end is just, in my opinion, how a Walking Dead episode should be like. It had everything in it.
That's true.
It had zombies. It had a fucking formidable villain. It had some really emotional depth to it. And it had some pretty ominous music to back it up too.
That is true. Okay. Okay.
So for me, it's just from top to bottom my favorite episode. And I know that it's controversial.
I gotta throw it out there, and y'all are not gonna like me for this. I don't like Negan. I just gotta keep it
You
real.
don't like Negan?
I don't.
What's
I'll
your
talk-
beef with? We're
I'll
gonna
talk about this more. I'll talk about this
Okay,
more. We'll
okay.
have some time to go into it.
Okay.
That being said, his introduction in that episode, that shit was pretty terrifying. So
Yeah.
I do think that he's well acted. He's well written. He's not my villain, and that we'll talk about more why later in a point. So I just want to throw that out there, just so it's there.
Okay.
Not my thing, but I do definitely think that, I mean, like, you can't deny he has that commanding presence. So yeah, because when he took the bat to Glenn, the way, like, rest in peace, I like Glenn, so I felt some type of way about that shit, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And so, but that scene, yeah, that was scary. That was hella scary.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, this guy's not right, bro. This guy is not right, dude. But yeah, no. Anyway, okay. So I just want to throw that out there. But continue. My bad.
That's it.
That was it.
That's
Okay.
all I have to say. What about you?
Kind of the same way. I got into the Walking Dead. I started reading because we heard about Negan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see him in the comics. So I picked up the trades. I picked up All Out War, and that's when I fell in love with him. You know, he has that charisma that you can say swagger to him, like in a menacing way. And like if coming off the comics, seeing what happened to Glenn and stuff like that, you want, kind of fucked up to say, you want to see that in the show as a comic book fan.
Well, yeah,
right?
Yeah, because it's a huge moment in the comic book.
That's in a fucked up way. That's him sending a message to Rick.
Yeah.
So it's I get it where people didn't like that, and at the same time I see why I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just, to me, that episode, like he said, it comes with everything.
Yeah.
It has emotional scenes. It has the music and the introduction to him. And watching on YouTube the uncut version, like he cusses fucking.
I don't know about a lot of people, but when we watched that uncut version of the of at least the introduction, they did him so fucking well. In terms of like from page onto screen, how he curses and how he says the F word like every single like sentence.
The only reason why I love that episode is again the way they set him up. But let's take it back a little bit. Remember when he met the termites, or whatever you want to call those?
Yeah.
The way fucking Rick was so fucking cocky.
I know.
That's when he got so cocky, right? And when I guess it was right after he killed Abraham or Glenn, right?
Yeah.
And he does the thing with the bat, right? And he has a blood.
Yeah.
And Rick just had to open his mouth, right? He's like, "I'm gonna kill you." And he's
like, "What did you say?"
Yeah, he goes up to him like, "What did you say?" He's like, "Not today, not tomorrow, but I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah.
And he just sits there for a second.
Like, not today, not tomorrow. That was a little bit later.
And that's the way he has face to face with Rick, and he's all,
and
he tells, what's his name? His right hand man.
Played by.
Oh, he said, what do you have on him?
Simon.
Simon. He's all,
so what does he have on?
A hatchet.
A hatchet.
And he just and he just has his little dialogue. Everyone has to have a right hand man, right?
Yeah.
Simon is mine. And so I bet I killed one of your right hand men.
Yeah.
And the way he just picks him up and drags him. He's like,
oh my god!
If anyone moves again, just kill him or whatever. And he has that little dialogue inside the van or that little RV. It just shows that it showed Rick in a vulnerable place. Like, oh shit, this guy ain't fucking around.
No, yeah,
right?
You could tell in his eyes, man.
Yeah.
And then again towards the end, where he tries to make or he's fucking with Rick and telling him like, hey, like you have to chop your
kid's hand.
Yeah, and he's like, snot's coming out, he's crying and shit. Like, I'll do whatever you want for you. Like, wow.
Yeah, to
like,
see
this
Rick
one person
go,
made my favorite character look like a fucking bitch towards the end.
Yeah, see that I have problems with that.
I know people have problems with that for sure, but for me, I was like, if they didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Then this Negan character would not have worked on the show.
Mm-hmm.
They had to have done that, and I know how some people were upset with that, but it had to be done.
Yeah,
it should have been the uncut version. They should have showed like what we saw, and when they aired it, they should have edited because I know that shit was gruesome as fuck. Even for me, even seeing it in the comics, it's like, okay, whoa.
Yeah, the eyeball popping out and everything. That was like, oh, okay. I mean, we're going there, bro. We're going. We're going there, bro.
Just coming off of reading the comics and the way he talks, the way he is. Couldn't wait till Negan show up. He's like one of the badass villains I know. So Sorry for that long.
Oh no. Yeah. Hey, dude, this is The Walking Dead. This is one of those episodes. It's cool. All right, so
you're not gonna say your favorite?
No, yeah, I got mine. Okay, so my favorite episode of The Walking Dead, season 6, episode 9, No Way Out. This episode is bad fucking ass. Okay, so I don't know if you got have you guys seen season 6?
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, what happens is they're traveling, like they've done it several times. You know, they're traveling through the zombies, like they have the blood and the dead skin on them to make it, and they're moving soldiers to make the zombies think that they're that they're one of them, and they're like moving through the crowd and everything. And one of the kids, Sam, he gets like super scared and he like stops and freezes, and then the zombies get him, and and then one of the older brother, Sam, pulls a gun on Rick because Rick killed his dad, right? And then in the process of him trying to take out, like trying to shoot Rick, Michonne stabs him, and then in a crossfire, Carl gets shot in the eye, and then so they have to like kind of rush him to this other room so that they can stitch Carl up, and like he's messed up. And dude, so this is like in Alexandria, zombies are everywhere. Like zombies are just like the wall cracked down, like they've taken over the town basically. Rick is like, he's filled with rage, he's filled with grief, he's frustrated, steps out and just starts wrecking everybody. So he has like this hatchet and he just starts going off, and like the way that he does it, like there's just you can feel his anger, but at the same time you're just like, oh, they're gonna win, they're gonna kill every last zombie in this fucking town and they're never coming back. And it's like, and then just to the way that people come together to fight all of them, like, and the music. Bear McCreary, he scores all of the Walking Dead seasons. Oh my god, I love that song. Like it's so emotional, so impactful. And so like you see them all lining up and they grab like hatchets, and Michonne's got her sword. Like and they like, none of them have guns. That's the thing that's so cool. Like because usually, you know, they one of them would have a gun, but they all just pick up melee weapons and they just start working together and like moving their strategy around, and it's just so badass just to watch them have that victory. And like my favorite part of the episode is when Daryl and Glenn comes back, right? And then they have like this tanker truck, and like they take the gas and they throw it in the lake. And then Daryl like takes his RPG, shoots the RPG into the lake, and it sets on fire, and then all the zombies see it and they just go towards it. Yeah. And then the final shot, you just see zombie corpses everywhere. And then they're all just standing there like fatigued and tired. And then the final shot is just Rick like standing over his son, like, you know, like, I love you, I believe in you. He's like grabbing his hand. And then in the final shot, you see Carl like kind of squeeze tight and like open his eyes. So like, okay, he's okay. Yeah. But so like just to see what triggered it, see everyone coming together, working together, and just like the most badass way. Like the music, the way that all that comes together, like that's my favorite episode. That shit it's so good.
I remember that episode.
Yeah, it's so good.
The only reason why I remember is like he was saying, like everyone was like holding hands, right? Yeah. And that fucking little kid had to fucking ruin everything. And that's
children in the show, man. That's
right. Like very rarely are there brave ones. Like zombies are scary. I get it, but it's tough, man. It's tough.
The girl that he's starting to like or whatever gets eaten too.
Oh yeah.
And he had a moment like fuck, and he just had to fucking put her out. Like damn, Rick, dude, that quick, like you switch, like man.
Yeah.
I felt that too, like he was saying about Rick, like he had all these emotions going.
Well, that's the thing, right, about The Walking Dead is like that's what makes a perfect episode. Is you seeing our cast of heroes, like be thrusted into these like almost impossible situations, and then there's like hope at the end. Like that's what made me really enjoy the show, was every episode is like that. Yeah. There was always a light at the end of the tunnel. But that's also why I love that introduction of Negan, because that all gets taken away. Yeah. It's a balance for sure, because like you want to see that victory, but if I know anything about The Walking Dead, is like they don't give a fuck who they kill. That is one thing about this show. It's just like sometimes you see people die and it's like,
all right, he or she wasn't gonna make it. But I was just like, okay, really, you're gonna fuck with me like that? You know what I mean? And then the other, this is at the beginning of the No Way Out episode, but one part I thought was cool. So like, they were on the road and they were getting holed up actually by some of the saviors. So it was kind of like an introduction to the saviors. Like it was Daryl, Abraham, and I think what was her name? Black girl who was like, she was a really good sniper. I forgot her name. Sasha, yeah. So it was Sasha, Abraham, and Sasha, Abraham, and Daryl, and like they were getting held up by some saviors, right? And the saviors were on bikes, and so the truck that they had, like there was an RPG in it. So like one of the dudes like goes back and he takes Daryl like to the back of the truck, and then like you hear silence, like what happened to Daryl? And then like the saviors are on bikes, like there's like three of them, right?
Oh
and then Daryl just takes him out with the RPG. I'm like, my God, it's so fucking cool, bro. That was so cool. And then like he just puts the RPG down, like assholes, you know. So yeah, that was cool too. That was a good intro.
Again, going back to that episode, like you were saying, every character had their badass on it, right? And they felt invisible,
right?
But when Negan showed up, everyone had that fucking face of oh shit.
Yeah, and that's what I really liked. I mean, I also I don't like seeing our characters in that position, but especially with the introduction of Negan, how much he was hyped up and how much he was like talked about throughout the season, like this needed to happen for this character to exist basically in the show. And I really liked how they just took the power away from Rick and group, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why it's my favorite episode. But I also get how that's your favorite too. That's a classic Walking Dead episode.
That episode is so good. It's so good. It's so good. So yeah, but anyway.
All right.
Talk about that. Next point. So we'll do a top 3 for this. So pick your 3 and then do briefly why. And don't be afraid to go a little over top because I'm still thinking of my 3. But I'll start with you two. But okay.
Favorite characters, right?
Yeah. Okay. So top 3 favorite characters in the whole show. Start with you, Alberto.
Obviously this is going to be a bit in no particular order, but Daryl's number 3.
Nice.
What is there to say about Daryl? I think he's just everybody's favorite.
Bad fucking ass.
Yeah, I think he started to really come to like in season 3, and how fucking cool he was with like the crossbow and everything. They couldn't have written a better character for the show, and exclusively for the show.
Yeah,
because he hasn't ever been in the comics. So,
oh really? He wasn't in the comics?
No, he's not in the comics at all. So kudos to the writers for the show.
Props to them, bro.
To create such a fucking
he fits in
amazing character
perfectly. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Number 2 is Michonne. For obvious reasons.
Yeah, she's great.
She's just her introduction was also really fucking cool.
Yeah, she had like the zombies with their arms cut off like on the chains and shit.
So she's really fucking awesome. I like her too. And then obviously number 1 is Rick, because Rick's my boy.
Hell yeah.
It's a Rick-tatorship. That's my he's just my favorite character, man.
This is no democracy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And he just has so many fucking cool scenes in the show. It's when he like rips that guy's throat out with his fucking mouth. Oh! How he kills the fucking termites. Like, and that what was it in season 3 too? In that bar.
Yeah, I think season 2.
Season 2.
Oh, when he quick draws on those dudes who are about to pop him.
God, and then the music that they played was so fucking awesome.
Dude, like I love how they built that up, because you could tell like right away those guys were fishy. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
And and Rick is trying to reason with them. Is like, don't fuck with me, bro. All right, like. I'm quick with this Magnum, dog. Don't fuck with me, bro. You know what I mean?
Edgar's always made this joke, but he never seems to run out of fucking bullets with that Magnum.
He has a Chico.
Yeah.
Chico never runs out.
He's like Inspector Tequila from Hard Boiled. Yeah. Never reloads. Never reloads. You know, to my recollection, those Magnum revolvers only have 6 shots, but Rick has like hundreds.
No, yeah, and the way he like towards I think like the middle of the seasons, how he like has a bit of a swagger to him.
Yeah,
he doesn't really give a fuck. He will kill anyone that gets in the way, that kind of shit.
I think for Rick, he tried to be like the good guy, right?
Yeah,
have that because he's a cop and all this shit, right? I think he stopped giving a shit, and he can tell when he lost his wife.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the episode, he just, he left the prison, right? And he just started killing zombies left and right.
Yeah.
You can tell he deteriorated a little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah, deteriorated, but also evolved into the survivor that the world kind of needed him to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And obviously other characters kind of follow suit. Maggie, Glenn, and Gabe. Those are other examples of characters. But Rick, he's the titular. Not titular. What's it? Titular? He's like the main character of the show.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like to see him kind of evolve throughout the show. It was just. That's why he's my favorite.
Hell yeah.
He's fucking good.
Good list.
Go ahead.
You want to go or?
You got yours?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it. Yeah.
Again, like I was saying that in order. Daryl, he was my boy since season 2.
Yep.
Even though season 1, you didn't get to see a lot of him. He was like in the background, but later on he started getting his own.
I will say it real quick before you continue. If you guys like Daryl, I'm telling you, you will love season 9. You will love season 9.
Really?
You will love season 9 because, like, I don't want to spoil too much because they haven't seen it, but imagine the spotlight that they put Rick in for like all the time. Like, Rick is less in it this time. So imagine them giving that mantle to Daryl. That's what you're going to see in season 9. You will love it. You will love it. You will love it.
I like Daryl because in the inside he's just a warm heart, right? But he has that tough exterior.
Right.
And you can tell he's a fucking survivor all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He can live in the woods and have not deal with fucking zombies.
Like,
He knows how to deal with it, right?
I know that the show is almost coming towards an end, but like he's probably gonna make it through the end. Like that's just how
good he is.
How adaptable he is too.
My next one is Jesus.
Oh, Jesus is
dude. He's the shit. He's the shit. He was also I didn't play them that much, but I watched Corey Kinch play. He was also in the Tall Tale games. He was really good in those games too. Yeah, Jesus is awesome.
He's a good.
Jesus
character.
is
The way
awesome.
they introduced him in the episode, how he fucked with Daryl and Rick.
Yeah,
that was I fell in love with him right away.
Yeah, he's a good character. That's a good one.
He is awesome, dude.
And you guys already know Negan.
Negan.
And I hate people. I don't like him because he killed my boy. He did this, right?
Yeah.
But if you read the comics and if you read that one shot and everything, like towards the end of the Walking Dead series in the comics, he regrets everything he fucking did.
That's true. That's true. They do show that more as the seasons go on. That he did it for show. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just to
exude his power and stuff.
He has a tragic
but on the inside,
backstory,
he didn't want to do that shit.
Even though I don't like the character, I will say they definitely do. They do a good job at like developing why he is the way that he is. They give him redemption, and so I give him credit for that.
And look, that's the crazy thing. Like someone who killed Glenn and Abraham in such disgusting fashion, he has a redemption arc.
Yeah.
Like, you would think that, no, this guy has to fucking die by the end of this season. Like, he
comics,
sticks around.
He leaves the group after the Whisper War. And he wants to kill himself because of all the shit he's done.
Mm-hmm.
And he meets up with Maggie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he sees Maggie sees him how miserable he is, right, and all this shit.
This broken person.
Yeah, and he tells her like, I think it's going to be in the show or already happened. He said, "I'm sorry for what I did."
Watch season 9. Watch season 9.
And the same, I think it's the same way in the show. Like she says, you're already broken as a man. Like fuck you. You're gonna just
go ahead and get over with it. Yeah.
Watch season 9. I'm gonna say it one more time. Watch season 9. You will love it.
The Whisper Wars, there's whispers in the camp. They work for Rick, and people turn how do you say turn on Rick? It's like, you're not a good leader. Look what's going on. You know, there's gonna be a war. This and that. You should have Negan as a leader. Look what he did.
Right.
And
what a slap.
And one of the saviors like kneels on him.
Kneels to him.
Sorry, and like Negan like kicks him like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I'm not that person anymore.
Yeah. It's like Mike Tyson. He's not that person. He loves his birds.
Like, I would love to, he says, but Rick is the one,
Yeah.
And you can tell he's changing as a person. But he's he has his moments as Negan like what happened with Alpha.
Oh,
right.
That is.
But yeah, he's trying to change, and yeah,
that's why because of that evolution.
Yeah.
That's why it's your favorite. I get it.
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, most of them are gonna be. They're gonna be similar, but I have one character on there. Or I might change the last minute. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay. So So my number 3, also gonna be Daryl. Yeah, I love that dude. I'm telling you guys one more time. I'm gonna say it one more time. Watch season 9. Okay, Daryl, like he has his time to shine in the shows, but like they put him at the forefront in like a way that's never been done before. Watch season 9. Okay, I will tell you this one thing. It's not too much of a spoiler. He fights one of the main villains with 2 knives, and it's like one of the coolest fights I've seen in the whole show.
It.
Like, yeah, you might have seen that.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. It is fucking awesome. I love that scene. Oh my god. So yeah, but no, Daryl, like you were saying, like he has like that warm heart, but he has like he's like the tough exterior. Like you can see just how much he was fighting with his brother like towards season 2 and 3. Like everyone knows that Merle is kind of just like, fuck this guy.
Yeah,
but if there's anyone who's just like, like he's still my brother, I still want to give him a chance, and like he only really did that until he turned, you know what I mean? So and like his motorcycle, the crossbow, the knives, like
the poncho,
like Daryl is badass. I love that character, and I just love the dynamic that he has with Rick. Like there's kind of a buddy cop element there between Rick and Daryl. Like whenever those two are on screen, it's like squad. You know what I mean? Fire. So yeah. My number 2, I'm gonna go with a villain. I say Alpha from season 9. She was in season 9. I like bro. Like the presence that she has, like, it's so creepy. Like and her backstory is really cool. Like the way that she turns into like the leader that she turns into, like you can totally tell. You can tell like that like you can understand like why she ended up the way that she did, but it's just I don't know how to explain it. Like I have never been more terrified, and like this is even about someone like Negan and like the governor and and even like someone like Shane like in season 2. I've never been more terrified of anybody in that show. Maybe not anybody, but like any of the villains in that show. Just the way that she like leads that cult, and just the way she delivers her lines, it's gross. Like it gets under your skin, you know what I mean? But I just love her as a villain. Like she's just really cool. I dig that. And you guys know this is not a democracy. Rick just has, I mean, it's just Rick, bro. It's just Rick. Like,
that's the only answer you need.
Rick, he's just like, I mean, like, bro, he's got the gun skills. He can use pretty much any weapon at his disposal. He's got like hatchets, machetes, assault rifles. I love the, like you said, after like his wife dies, I really just like obviously you see like him deteriorate, but you can still tell like Rick is the one that people turn to for like the morale of the group. Yeah. Even when he's completely wrong. Like there was that one season, I think it was in season 5 when he found out that I think it was in season 5 or 6 when he found out that dude was beating his wife, and like he came out like in the middle of everybody, like ready to kill him basically. Oh yeah. And then Michonne like knocked him over the head. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, like,
you know how it ended? I think.
Yeah.
I think that's how like.
Yeah, it's knocked over the head. Yeah. And then he like he ends up in a different place. Like I like the fact that like even though he is like the morale, like the leader, like he has people with him where it's like, all right, bro, you're stepping out of line. Let's get back on track. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it shows that like obviously he's been through a lot. He's a flawed character, you know? Like he wakes up in a hospital in the midst of the zombie apocalypse. His freaking wife is cheating on him with his best friend. Well, I mean, not cheating. She thought he was dead, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Rick has been through a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, you can definitely tell like why he is the way that he is, but he's just bad fucking ass, bro. Like Rick is just badass. So many great moments, and yeah, bro, he's number 1. He's number 1, and I'm gonna say it one more time. Watch season 9, okay? What they did with Rick in season, oh my god, watch season 9. That's the last time I'm gonna say it. Watch season 9. Watch season 9. Watch season 9. Okay, that's it. Anyway, next point. We knew this was gonna be a long one. We kind of talked about this a little bit, but I'd say top 3 favorite moments in the entire show. Like, what were the 3 where it's just like that captivated me more than anything?
No,
and
okay.
if you can't think of 3, I understand, but yeah, just try and think of the top 3. So yeah.
Top 3. That's a good one because there are a lot of good moments in the show.
And I don't want to make it harder, but try and think of moments from like different characters, just so it's a little more interesting.
Oh no, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
That's hard for me too, because like I'm thinking of all Rick right now, but just try and mix up with different characters, So yeah.
Well, number 3 again, not in any particular order, but number 3 has to be the death of Shane. I think that was very impactful.
Yeah, bro.
And it was the first real moment in the show that had just weight behind it.
The way that he was trying to talk Homeboy down, like he didn't want to do it, and like you didn't even see the knife he had on him. He's like, "Damn, you for making me do this, Shane."
It's such an intense moment, man. Such an intense moment.
So
That's my
good.
number 3 without getting too much into it.
Yeah.
Number 2 has to be when Carol saves the entire group from the termites.
Oh yeah.
She gets her own like
Grenade
moment
launcher.
to shine.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that.
She fucks everybody up.
Yep.
And it's so fucking awesome. I loved how I think that was kind of the turn for Carol, right? Where she started really becoming more of a badass character.
Yeah, because she was kind of a punk, honestly. I mean, you understand why, because, her husband was a piece of shit. But, yeah, no, she really was just like, I'm going to buckle up and I'm going to save my friends,
Yeah.
That was cool. That was cool.
And,
that moment.
Oh, man, I'm trying to think of more moments that were very, like, emotional, and I can't really think of too much. But one that really kind of impacted me the most, at least, was when Herschel died. And that was like right before the governor.
The prison fight.
Before that prison fight.
Yep.
Seeing the governor just kill Herschel right in front of everyone was just so like, wow, shit's about to go down right after this. And it did. And
bro, that made me so mad, dude. Because like you think that Rick has gotten through to his heart, right? Mm-hmm. He's just like, we can all survive. And he's just like, liar. And then he just man, that shit. Yeah.
There's so many good moments, but I feel like those 3 those 3 were really good.
Damn,
those 3 were really good.
You chose some good ones.
Yeah,
you chose some good ones.
What about you, Eder? There's a lot, man.
Well, the one that comes in mind is the way they showed, like, again with Daryl. How do you say it? In the first 2 seasons, they introduced show him as a guy who doesn't give a fuck about anyone else except for him, right? And when I think her name's Sophia, the daughter of Carol, went missing, and that one episode of him just trying to find her and everything.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That shows character for him.
I remember that.
Even though everyone,
and the way they found her.
How do you say? Like everyone's
the way they found her. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Like everyone's trying to find their own way, but Daryl feels like he knows, like, because he's a tracker, he's a hunter, he's all that shit, right?
Yeah.
And coming back injured and shit, like, fuck, I tried my best, like I couldn't find her neither, right?
Daryl struggled real hard that too, falling off his bike and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't say this without my boy Negan. He had his own origin story, Yeah.
Oh,
and that one episode, that whole episode for me was like, coming from that one shot and the way he became Negan. Well, I felt that was so cool for me.
Mm-hmm.
like Maurice, it has to be someone besides the main characters. Well, I don't. Negan and Rick, when Negan figures out that Carl died.
Oh yeah, was that through the walkie?
Yeah, right? And like they have the interaction for a moment, like they fucking just forget everything. It's like I'm sorry, like you lost your son and this and that. Like, that was kind of like, wow, like for a moment they forget the beef they had.
Yeah,
right?
and it's like they had like a human moment.
Yeah, that was in season 8, right?
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't enjoy season 8 very much personally, but that was probably the best episode. Like when Carl was passing away, like that was that definitely hit home. That definitely hit home.
Yeah, and if it wasn't clear to everybody, spoilers all around.
Yeah, I mean, it's Walking Dead, bro.
Yeah,
Like a lot of people, I think it's kind of one. Yeah,
sorry.
No, I think it's kind of one of those things where it's like either you've seen it or you haven't, either you're into it or you're not, kind of thing. Yeah, no, Walking Dead is a very polarized audience, as you can see. Yeah, we're gonna get into that pretty soon. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry, Edgar.
I didn't like that when they killed Carl.
Me neither. It was a good episode, but it pissed me off.
I think they needed a how do you say motive?
He needed a blaze of glory. Like, I don't appreciate
to continue the story. I don't know.
You think that's why they killed Carl, was just to have some motivation?
Yeah, motivation or something. They had to have someone die.
Yeah.
How y'all gonna kill Carl before Rick, though?
Yeah. I know, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, damn.
He survives in the fucking comics.
He's the last one in the comics, man.
God.
And when I heard them, that's like kind of like, I'm getting done with your fucking shit.
Right.
You killed Carl? Come on.
Yeah,
man.
you're towing the line a little bit.
Yeah. He was a 10-year-old kid who got shot with a sniper bullet through a freaking deer.
Yep.
Survives that.
Gunshot to the fucking eye.
Survives
Has
that.
to kill his own mom.
Oh my God. Right? And then he, like, I don't know, man. Yeah. I liked the episode, but I agree. I think Carl deserved more. For sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. It just felt, I don't know. I know it's a significant thing in the show. To me, it kind of felt like an afterthought. Yeah. And for such a huge really character from day one.
Yeah. A lot of what's going on in the season, even in that episode, and him dying is like you said, it's an afterthought. Like, he's dead. Let's keep moving on. Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Oh man,
what you got, man?
This is hard, dude. Because I said not to choose main characters, but all that's on my mind is Rick.
It's hard.
Rick has some really good moments.
Oh my God, he really does, bro.
He really does.
Oh shit. All right, I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone here. All right, okay. So I'd say my third moment. My third moment. Okay, once again, watch season 9. This isn't too much of a spoiler, but watch season 9. Okay, so I don't I don't think this is too much. I don't think Rick actually dies because they show him after what happens like in season 9, but basically he does something really significant. He becomes severely wounded. Kind of think about like, without spoiling too much, kind of think about like,
I think I've seen what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think about Joel in The Last of Us, like how he got severely wounded. It was honestly almost identical to that.
Okay.
Not so much like with how it happened, but like with the injury, basically. But just so he has to do something that would like risk his own life and destroy a lot of property they've been working on for a long time. But the way they send him off and the music and everything, I just love that. It felt like Rick has to go out in a blaze of glory. Like, if he doesn't go out in a blaze of glory, Rick went out the way that Joel should have in The Last of Us 2. Like, that's how badass it was. So, like I said, I don't want to spoil so much because they haven't seen season 9, but they give Rick a blaze of glory. Like I said, I don't think he actually dies, but what he does to save his squad, I mean, it's fantastic. It's fantastic, and he probably gets some of the most kills in the entire season just in doing what he does with the zombies. It's really cool. Right. It's really cool. So yeah, that would probably be my number 3. Number 2, give me a moment, because like I said, it's really hard not to just think of Rick right now. Oh my God, there's so many good moments. There's so many good moments. Oh, damn. What was it? I'm struggling with my faith hill, people. Give me a second.
Hey, this is a podcast. Yeah. This is our podcast. It's going to be dead air.
Yeah. Let me see.
That one. Well, he's thinking I can add one more, like the one where is her name? It was a sister of Andrea. Her name wasn't Abigail.
Beth, right?
Beth, right? Yeah. When she died, I was kind of like.
Oh yeah.
It was Beth was the sister of Maggie. Maggie's sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Beth dying. That hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt. That was a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool. Let me see. This is a small thing, but it's also in season 9. I really enjoy season 9. It was a small little line, but it was in season 9 when, so basically like the villains of the show, there's Alpha and then there's Beta.
Beta, yeah.
So like they're like the right hand man, and so they the team that Daryl is with, they have the daughter of Alpha, like with them because she's like, she got caught up with them. She ran away. She doesn't want to go back because obviously, like, you know, pretty horrible mom, everything going on. And so Daryl walks up to I think her name is Linda. Alpha's daughter's name is Linda. Mm-hmm. Daryl walks up to Linda. He's like, "So this Beta, is he their strongest fighter?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then Daryl just looks at him, looks at her, is like, "All right, cool. We'll kill him first," and just walks away. Yeah. Love that shit.
That's such a Daryl line.
Love that shit, dude. He's just like, I don't give a fuck.
I want to give.
Like, don't mess with me, dog. You know.
I seen that on YouTube when they fight, right? And
yeah.
He falls on the
down the elevator shaft. Yeah.
And he thinks he's dead, right? He looks down, and I guess he takes another look, and he's not there.
Yeah.
It's just reminding me of like a Michael Myers type of shit. Like,
it's
unstoppable,
right?
Man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So that would be.
Yeah, it's a good moment.
That would be my second moment because it just gives Daryl that kind of just like, I'm going for it, bro, and like I don't care what you can do. And like when you see that fight, you can tell like Daryl's just kind of like, I can't beat this dude. You know what I'm saying? And like what Edgar just said, like I forgot he did disappear too. Like he just kind of walked away. But yeah, no, I just love that because it's just like we're going for it, and that's just something that is so much Daryl. It just solidifies him. I haven't seen all of season 10, so I don't know. Okay. To be honest, I'm satisfied with what we got there. I'm not watching more, to be honest. But yeah, and then I gotta think of another moment. If you guys can throw any more out that you guys are thinking of, I'm thinking my number one. I'm sorry.
I think when Rick finds out that Carl killed his mom was, I think the first time I almost teared up too.
That was pretty rough.
such a great performance by Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah. I don't know why people make fun of it, but
dude, that was so fucking, because that's how someone would fucking react to such, like, in that situation. Yeah. And when I saw that, I was like, God, this guy is like,
he got him, like, he broke down.
No, he broke down.
Yeah.
So that for me was also a very impactful moment.
Yeah.
The moment where they're fighting with the governor, and the governor has a fucking tank. And out of nowhere, fucking Daryl has a grenade and just throws it in there.
That was badass.
And that was
badass. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, this is a weird number moment. I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone. And I hate for it to be the death scene, but I just can't think of. I have to do something besides Rick. I can't say something and then not do it myself. Okay, I'm not a hypocrite. Okay, so my number one moment. Not preferably my number one moment, but number one moment I'm picking right now. I don't know if you guys remember in season 5, Noah, the guy who's played by Chris, and everybody hates Chris.
I know where you're going with this, dude.
Yeah, so there was another character in there. So it was Glenn, Noah, and there was another character in there. I forgot his name. But basically he's a very cowardly character. So like they
fucking asshole.
Yeah. They all get caught up, right, in like the what's it called? The thing that you in the store,
the revolving door?
Yeah, revolving door. Yeah, they all get caught up in a revolving door. Okay, Glenn looks at this guy and says, "Do not move. If you go for it, Noah is dead. Like, stay still." All he had to do was not move. They were fine. Well, they weren't really fine. They were surrounded by zombies in a revolving door. But like they could have done something if he would have just listened.
Yeah.
Dude just fended for himself and killed Noah. And just the way, because like you could tell that Glenn and Noah, they were starting to get that bond. Like Noah was becoming one of the group. Like they really cared about him, right?
Yeah.
And the way that Glenn just grabbed his hand and Noah was just like, "Don't let go, don't let go." And the way they killed Noah.
That was so... Even before the whole Negan thing, I think that was the most disturbing...
That was fucked up.
Graphic death.
That was fucked up. It was such like a... Like the way they shredded up. It was such a detailed scene that he went on to... I think it was like Ellen or some show like after that. They had a sculpture of like... of like his...
I think it was the Talking Dead.
Yeah, Talking Dead. They had a sculpture of him. Of like his just messed up eaten face, because like no one had seen anything like that before on the show. Well, I mean, it's pretty gruesome, but I mean, like, there was never a kill of someone we cared about quite like that one.
Yeah,
you know, it was messed up,
and in such a short period of time.
Yeah, you know, so and like the way he went after him, like Glenn went after the dude and like started messing him up, and then like even afterwards, it's just like, you can't go on runs anymore. If you do it again, I will kill you. And he comes after him, and like. And even like there was like that interview afterwards where it's just like, he killed Noah. Noah would be here if it wasn't for him, you know. So I love that because like you know, Noah was someone, he wasn't there for long, but like I really liked his character. Like he was cool, you know.
Yeah.
And then the bond that he had with Glenn, it was a really, really sad death, but I appreciated the way it was done. It was very impactful. It was good.
I agree.
It was good. So yeah. All right. So if you guys can think of it, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but if you guys can think of it, best zombie kill. Pick one or two. I know that all they do is kill zombies, so it's kind of hard, but yeah, best zombie kill. What do you guys think?
I mean, I already kind of told you guys before the podcast, but when Rick kills that like spiky looking zombie
With the armor and everything.
oh yeah, that was such a battle for Rick to kill that zombie, and I just enjoyed every moment of it.
Which season was that in? Do you remember?
I want to say it's 6 or 7,
Just 7?
but I'm not too sure.
Okay, I don't remember that quite as well, so I'm not totally sure. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would say that one. But I mean, without getting too like copping out too much, but any zombie that Michonne kills is just fucking.
That's true.
You know,
that's true. That is true.
Sorry. The other cool moment is when whoever that guy's name is right there. Remember when they introduced him, and he's having his whole little fucking speech. And fucking Rick out of nowhere just fucking.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And he goes to.
Remember that, dude?
What was that all about?
I think that was like season 5. He's like, I would never hurt your child. I can reach you to my, and he just.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Out of nowhere, dude. Like.
Yeah.
Frick, that was unnecessary, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, I started bringing it up because I remember fucking. I hate to say laughing because he was doing his whole thing.
It was a funny moment.
It was a funny moment. I think Rick kind of lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it was unnecessary. Sorry.
Yeah.
I had to say.
No, I think that's my favorite zombie kill was with Rick. And,
with the
spiky zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's during with Negan season 7 or 8. Is or I don't know, but there's a horde coming towards them, right? And they have to find a way to kill them. I mean, this big ass horde, and it's the highway one when they have the wires.
Yeah.
And they're one car and the other, and they just drive, and just the zombies that get cut in half. I think that was pretty cool.
That is, yeah.
I think that was my favorite kill.
Okay. Yeah, I did mention it earlier. It was in No Way Out, but I liked the one where Daryl takes they fill the lake with oil, and he takes the RPG, and then all the zombies just walk in through it and burn.
I mean, that's a good moment.
Yeah, that's a
good zombie moment. Right?
That's pretty cool because I mean, like he took out so many just by doing that. And you know what? I did say we could pick 2. Pick 2. This was the Blaze of Glory I talked about in season 9. Rick Grimes. He killed more than just one zombie with that. Like I'm talking like hundreds, like a lot. But just the way that he does it, it's so simple, but it's so awesome. So that's probably my second one. So yeah. Sorry for being vague about season 9, guys. They haven't seen season 9, so I really want them to, but they haven't seen it yet. So I'm trying not to be that guy. Okay. Anyway, okay. So that was probably the quickest category we've had so far.
I mean, there's so much though.
Yeah. Okay. So this is where things get dicey, and we're probably gonna have some hands thrown. No, it's okay. We love each other. We just get a little heated. It's all good. It's all good. So what season would you say like it fell off? What was the moment where you're just like, I'm fucking done with this show. Fuck this. You know, or even just like maybe you're not completely done, but you're just like it's starting to lose momentum for me. You know. So yeah.
Which season is the one with Negan in it?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
That's season 7.
Season 7?
It's
I
7.
think it's 7 or 8.
It's 7 because at the end of season 6, it was in the last shot of season 6, it shows him killing Abraham with the bat, and then in season 7, it was Glenn. So yeah.
Well, season 7, I think, was when it peaked. I think it was the moment that the writers kind of ran out of ideas. I mean, it's strange because they did introduce Negan and everything, and I did enjoy that season. Mm-hmm. But the best way I can compare it is it's like Resident Evil 4. Now, if you know Resident Evil 4, you know that it's like probably the best Resident Evil game. But it also killed the franchise because nothing ever got as good as that for a long time. And The Walking Dead with season 7 was as good as The Walking Dead could get, but it also kind of killed it at the same time.
So it's like it started out strong, and then after that, it's just kind of like meh.
Yeah, I just feel like from that point on, the writers were kind of already caught up, or catching up with the comic books, and they have deviated so much at that point. I think that they were just starting to do their own thing, and they kind of shot themselves in the foot there after season 7. They started making some pretty weird choices with who they killed.
Yeah.
With how
and just with everything, honestly.
Yeah, it's just... And then, I don't know, man, the thing about The Walking Dead is that after that, it's too many filler episodes.
Way
so
too
many filler episodes. You get that strong introduction, and then everything in between is like, oh, hey, we're dangling this thing in front of you that you might get to see at the end of the show, but stick around because you might see it, and then you and then it's like, okay, now wait till the next season. We're still going to dangle this thing in front of you, and it's like...
It's just boring, whack dialogue after that.
I know, it's
honestly.
like, I just want to see... Because I'm pretty sure most people were like, I want to see fucking Negan die after what he did. Yeah. That you don't get any resolution, but they kind of tease like, hey, Rick might get revenge. Keep watching, and it's just... At some point, I was like, I'm so done. Yeah. I can't just keep waiting for you guys to just tease me with all these awesome, like, fucking events that might happen or may not happen. Yeah. It's just, that's where it just died off for me, I think. You know? Yeah. What about you, man?
The same.
Yeah, we're all going to have the same answer, bro.
Nice.
Again, reading off the comics, dude, like when they fought with the Whisperers, oh my god. In the comics, I really hated how they fucking did it. It was so quick with Negan and Rick that I was not satisfied. I was so fucking pissed off. Because, look, it's how badass Negan is, okay? In the comics, yeah, they're fighting everything, right? And Rick does slit his throat. But while he's fucking bleeding out, fucking Negan takes him down and breaks fucking Rick's legs in half and before he passes out.
Oh my god.
That's how fucking badass he was.
That didn't happen in the show at all.
I was expecting that. When he got a slit throat and he went down on his knees like, why? Or whatever.
Can I just talk about that? Rick didn't slit this man's throat till the end of season 8. That took too long.
See? Yeah.
To the end of season 8. I'm
telling you, man.
Why did it... Bro, they fought...
fillers.
They fought once before that, and that was the weakest fight in the whole show. It sucked. They didn't do anything. Every single fight that Rick has had, like with the governor, with who was it, the villain season 2, pretty much with everyone. Are you
going where you think you're going?
Yeah.
Let's see. Sorry to interrupt. Let's see where you're going.
Anyway.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. But no, that was bullshit. It took too long. It just took too long.
It sucks because
it's just like
if you know, like when he fights the termites governor, Rick always gets his ass kicked.
That's true. I mean, he comes out on top, but he does get his ass kicked. Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, yeah, I thought you were going there because when he meets like the bad guys, he's always getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
So, going back to my point, yeah, like I was waiting for that badass one for Negan. Like, even though he's bleeding out, he takes him down and fucking snaps his leg in half.
Nothing like that happened.
And so I was kind of like, what the fuck, dude? I was waiting for that moment. It came from the comics.
Oh, dude. It took too long.
And,
it took too long.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking like 20 episodes before.
That was it. Like, dude.
That's it.
Oh my god. And then yeah. I was very unsatisfied with that. I didn't appreciate that at all.
I gave it a chance after because I knew what was coming were the Whisperers. And when I saw the trailer for the Whisperers,
exactly.
Okay, I'm sold. Mm-hmm. They casted Alpha and Beta very well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, that is the group I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I forgot their name. The Whispers. That's the group that Alpha and Beta come in. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you guys know the deal with them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Once again, watch season 9. I'm done. Yeah.
And where am I going with it? I gave it a chance because I love the Whisper Wars again in the comics. What fucking
it's such a huge event too.
Yeah.
In the comics, what Beta does after knowing what Negan did, I don't know if they did in the show. Like he takes the head back to Rick, and And Beta hears what happened, and what he does, he gathers a lot of zombies, a fucking hellaton, to bring
A
it
hellaton.
to
That's a new term.
Alexandria.
Yeah.
And like half the people from Alexandria, or wherever they end up in the show or in the comics, I forgot. But
I think in season 9 they're still in Alexandria. Yeah.
Half of the people die in the comics because how big the horde was.
Yeah.
And in the moment,
season 9.
I remember in the comics, him and Rick, Negan and Rick are stuck in the house or whatever, and they're just having a little dialogue and shit.
Oh, that would have been so much better.
And they're like, they're trying to figure out, like, hey, how the fuck are we getting out of here?
Yeah.
And Negan, I got my fucking bat, dude. I'm just gonna go out there and just,
Yeah.
And I think that's where he breaks his bat and everything, right?
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, the little. But yeah, I gave it a chance because, again, the Whisper Wars was also my favorite thing, and the way, I guess I haven't finished it. I got to see it, but I heard it wasn't that good, so.
Watch season 9.
So yeah, season 7 is where I guess also
No, man, it's.
they did my boy Negan bad. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There was a lot of moments where him and Rick had dialogue and they showed more.
I also heard from a lot of critics at the time that people were saying like, "Oh, this show's turning into a soap opera with zombies," and I thought like, it's not true. Like, this show has been strong every fucking season, but no, they're right. Like, after a while, all it becomes is like, oh, will Daryl make out with this lady, or will this person have a romance with this person? Who are we gonna ship next week? Like, what fucking threat are these guys gonna face next week?
Oh my god. No, it just I
think for everyone, in my case, there's reactions like when Negan killed Abraham and Glenn. I think a lot of people. That's when people stop watching the show.
Yeah, like that was too much.
Yeah.
but it sucked because I think it came at a moment when the show desperately needed to have like fresh, have this breath of fresh air and like injected into the show, and it sucks that it came at the cost of losing a lot of fucking viewers. I think,
The other thing too that I just can't stand about season 7 and 8, like I can understand like how much. Like, they were trying to basically take away that power that Rick and Daryl have. Mm-hmm. It's just... It took them way too long to retaliate. Like, it just felt like... Even if this deteriorates from the comic books, like, okay, listen. Rick Grimes and Daryl Dixon are some of the most dangerous people in any post-apocalyptic world, period. Yeah, okay? Rick... I mean, we talked about it earlier. Rips a dude's throat out with... like a zombie. Who can do that? Who does it? You know how powerful you have to be to take someone's throat out with your teeth? Yeah. Okay? Like, that's a lot of rage in that man, okay? Like, we talked about what Daryl does, like, with the RPGs and, like, fighting Beta and just all... like, these guys, they're smart. They know what they're doing with combat. They know how to command... like a team. They know how to throw people off guard. They have that about them. They're dangerous fucking people. Okay? And so is Negan. That being said, it doesn't make any sense to me that they just kind of sit around and talk for so long. And it's just like, I'm fine with the dialogue. Obviously, it needs to be character development, but it took them 20 fucking episodes to do anything. Absolutely anything. And even like the little fights they have are bullshit. Like, they just... Ugh! It irritates me.
It's frustrating more than anything.
Yeah,
it really is.
He's right. Like, it took 20 episodes. Like, in Rick, what he was trying to do throughout the season is gather other communities to help him defeat the saviors. Right. And fucking, he didn't know that Negan owns the other communities. Yeah. So it was kind of cool to see that. Like, they portrayed Rick at the end. It's like, I'm for him. Have you seen what the fuck he does, dude? With the bat?
Yeah. Dude, he just killed one of our guys with the bat.
Yeah. So, like, to me, it took 20 episodes, like he was saying, just to get that tiny little fight between Rick and Negan. And it was so fucking...
it was like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it was just
if
like,
that, I think. I mean, shit.
honestly, dude.
Like, come on, Negan had fucking trucks and guns and all this shit. And you didn't show that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That could have been 2 or 3 episodes. Because
honestly,
you're right. You can. Show
it could have been like the prison battle.
Yeah.
Honestly,
like how, yeah.
but like 10 times, like, you know, more.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been more. You know what I mean?
And it was just that one episode, and it was over. Like, come on.
No, and people can. I think, you know, change of writers could have been it.
Yeah.
You know, it just gotten stale. I think and it still is, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever really recovered from
What?
from season 7. Like, it
Watch
never got
season
any good.
9. Watch season 9. I know I've said it 100 times. Don't like 10. All right, I can understand if you're done there. Watch season 9. I think you will love it. Seriously. All right, check it out. Check it out.
I don't know.
And I think where it comes, and I think where it comes from, where like how stale it is and all that, it's the spin-offs too.
the spin-offs,
It's
yeah.
too much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, let's segue into our next point.
No, yeah.
Kind of think of like when people draw arguments as to why it sucks. People have kind of been saying this kind of since like the beginning of it. Like, it's the same thing over and over again. They keep going to the same place. They split up different location. But if you think about it now, like, we're kind of talking about it, but like, if you, some of those arguments that people have been making even since back in the day as to why it sucks, like, do you agree with it? Why or why not? But also, like, yeah, just continue talking, like, why you think it's just gone super downhill. But yeah, continue like you were saying with the spinoffs. And then that's the last point. So,
Always.
Yeah.
No, it's just I think a lot of people gave up because, again, a lot of filler episodes had no point.
Yeah.
They didn't get to they didn't get to the point neither, if that makes sense.
right.
Like he was saying, 20 episodes to get to the fight of everyone wanted to see, right? The spin-offs, like, come on, why the hell you have spin-offs for? Like, just work on the main show that you have, which is technically dying with the viewership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Work on that instead, you know? What else? Another one had to be Rick leaving the show.
A lot of people leaving the fucking show. 'Cause
Yeah.
Michonne
Michonne
also
left
left too.
Yeah.
Carl, the actor who played Carl, also left the show. So it's
I
just
think going back, I think they killed him off because of his contract came up, which was dumb. They could have renewed his shit.
Yeah.
is he like a
never killed him
WWE
off.
wrestler? What the fuck is going on? You can renew that shit and just keep it going. I don't know why they just had him.
They let him go, yeah.
I don't understand.
I think that was one of the reasons too. What else? Again, the episode where Glenn died.
Yeah.
A lot of people loved Glenn, but I saw it coming because he dies in a fucking comic.
Anyone who's read the comic will see it coming.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
to me, even seeing it on TV was like, ooh, it's too much, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That is another thing I want to kind of segue into. Like, obviously, Walking Dead is violent. It's about zombies. It's a post-apocalyptic world. There's blood. There's gore. We expect that. Season 7, not so much 8, but 8 they kind of toned it down, which I don't know if that was good or bad necessarily. But I don't know, man. Something about season 7 just felt like, is that necessary? You know,
Yeah.
like one time. So Negan, sometime there's a character in season 7 where Negan was like, you know, Negan doesn't like anyone who's cowardly, right? Like, that's just a part of his character. He stabs him, and like he pulls a knife out, and all of his guts fall out.
That was so awesome, dude.
like
I fucking
Okay.
love that moment. That moment was so awesome.
okay.
I'm kind of disproving his point. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Even okay, even if that may be true, I don't think that's how that works. Not with a single stab, at least. I mean, he only stabbed him
Have
once.
you seen the knife he was holding? That was
Okay,
a
yeah.
huge fucking.
It was, yeah, like
I
a
think that's
fucking
what they
Rambo
call a
knife.
Bowie knife. That was like fucking. Huge.
Oh, so it's like Rambo's knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
then.
that fucker went in, okay?
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Never mind.
It was awesome. Bro.
Okay, well,
Dude, sorry, keep going.
and we'll still my point still stands. Okay, I'm sorry. They're right about the knife. I thought that it was just like a regular like switchblade or
Yeah.
something. But I don't know. Like season 7 just felt kind of gratuitous. You know,
No,
like
I agree too.
yeah, like I mean, like I don't know. Like obviously we know it's Walking Dead. It's violent. Like I don't mind that, but it just I don't know. It felt like it didn't really serve what the little that they had left in that season. Personally, you know, because like the season 8 and even 9, like it it didn't feel quite like that. Like they I feel like they kind of learned from season 7 in that way. But I don't know. Like season 7 just felt gratuitous, and I don't know. Like it just felt like a lot of it wasn't necessary. You know.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I guess he had a reason to kill off that guy. He tried to betray Rick, and and it's like
I'm not saying Negan was wrong for
Yeah.
betraying that guy. You know,
But,
like so
yeah.
maybe my point was a little off with that. Maybe that was a bad example.
Yeah, no.
I didn't like that guy either, to be honest. But but I mean,
dude,
I don't know. It felt like a bit much.
Like-
It felt like a bit much.
dude, I don't know why he was doing that to Rick, like betraying. Like you can have everything, dude. Just kill off Rick or whatever he's trying to manipulate him, right?
Side tangent. I know this was kind of his character from the beginning. You know, it was kind of a punk. What's that dude's name? Eugene.
I don't
Fuck that guy.
Him and his fucking pickles. Dude,
Yeah, fucking little traitor.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, that dude, man. Come on, dude.
I loved how Abraham knocked him the fuck out in the fucking season.
Oh yeah,
I think it was in like 4 or 6. Either one of
It was
those.
so cool.
he had a double tap. Okay,
He had a double tap knockout. You like hit him, and then you also hit the floor. And it
No,
was like,
didn't he hit the truck?
he punched him, hit the truck, and then boom, triple knockout with one punch. Dude, that was so.
Oh my god, yeah, no.
Well, like to kind of save my final
Yeah.
word. I know that this show was going on concurrently with the comic books and everything, but they obviously showed that they were deviating away from the comics. And if that was the case, I feel, in my opinion, every great show ends after a certain point.
Yeah, sure.
So Breaking Bad ends in season 5?
Season 5.
6.
Great ending, by the way.
And
Love that show.
as much as Maurice likes to tell us about how much we should watch season 9, why is there a fucking season 9? Like, this show should not go as long as it should have.
That's true.
If it deviated away from the comic books as much as it did, they could have found a good closing point after maybe season 7 or season 8, and that's it.
I agree with your point. I'm gonna say it one last time. Watch season 9. It's fucking good. All right. After that, I don't watch it anymore either.
Yeah.
Watch season 9, okay? But you're right.
Yeah.
But watch season 9.
But it's
okay?
like, how many fucking shows do you see that have this many seasons and spin-offs?
Grey's
It's like-
Anatomy.
That's a good point.
Too
but-
fucking long.
yeah.
Oh my
But
god,
I don't,
dude.
a show of this caliber, at one point, it just felt like it could have ended
At a
some
certain point,
you know?
your show has to just have a legacy and just let it end. You know what I mean? It's kind of like with sequels and remakes and stuff. Just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. It feels like it could have ended a long time ago, and
yeah.
it didn't need to continue with the comic books. Obviously, if there's any indication, the comic books ended abruptly too. Robert Kirkman just said "fuck it" and just ended it one day, and that was it. So it's like, do you really want to follow Robert Kirkman? Do you really want to end it when he ends it? Like, just end it on your own note, like on your own terms.
Yeah.
You know. At one point, Robert Kirkman said like it's fucking aliens that
That's
the cause of zombie apocalypse. I'm like,
What?
it's a little questionable, but okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's like,
please don't go there, Walking Dead.
I hope not. And
Please don't go there.
It just feels like the show was doing so well. They introduced Daryl, which is an original character. They deviated well enough off of the comic books. I just felt like it could have ended at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't need to go, and it still doesn't need to go as long as it's going.
Yeah.
It has to fucking end.
Well, it's not gonna end. We still have the movies.
Oh my
Why?
god.
Why is there a fucking movie, man?
No.
It's too much.
Yeah.
This is just too much.
Yeah.
And I get it. It was very popular, and everyone was like, you could not come across someone who doesn't fucking watch Walking Dead at some point. But
Dude,
now
it was, for us, it was religious. Like, we had to be there on Sunday to watch it. That's how good it was at a certain point.
I started watching it probably around the same time. Like I had met you at JCPenney actually, like in 2018 on Netflix. I probably was on season 6 in about like a month and a half.
wow,
Damn.
That's how much I fell in love with it.
well, yeah, it's bittersweet, man, because it is an amazing show.
It is.
To a point.
But after a certain point, after season 7, I'm just kind of like, and 9. I still love 9.
Knowing, like,
but,
one of our brothers who doesn't watch these typical shows, he said, I'm watching it. And I was like, whoa, what? You're watching Walking Dead?
Yeah.
And I'm okay, now, to me, I was like, okay, this is a great show then. Like, if my brother, who doesn't even like zombies or anything, is into it, well, okay.
Yeah.
This is official. Like, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. You know?
Yeah, I love it. And it's a show that, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, near and dear to my heart. But, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't have the same kind of love for it that I used to have. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of one of those things, bro. It's bittersweet. Yeah. I'm going to say it one last time. You can end the episode, Alberto, and 2 brothers, and a black guy. Watch season 9, okay? If you like Daryl, if you want to see that send-off, just trust me, okay? Watch season 9.
Post, you should have how many times he said season 9.
I will.
You have a count.
I will.
Right?
That's going to be the preview clip.
Watch season 9.
Watch season 9. Watch season 9.
Watch season 9.
All of it.
That'll be like 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad. Oh, shit. That's funny.
Yes, this has been The Talking Dead. No, I'm just kidding. It's 2 brothers.
And a black guy.
And please go watch season 9 of The Walking Dead. Apparently, it's a good
season.
It goes hard, bro. I'm telling them. They don't believe, man.
But let us know what you guys think about The Walking Dead. I know there's some people out there who really enjoy it, maybe some people who don't. We'll leave a comment and we'll engage with you guys and like this video, share it, subscribe to it. We are the I Am Legend of podcasts because we provide humor. We provide a lot of awesome, topics. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyways, this has been 2 brothers.
And a black guy.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace out.